Assalamualaikum, my dear students. Hope you are doing very well by the grace of Almighty Allah. This is Khaleda, Akter, Assistant Teacher of Social Science, National Native English Version School, Teship. Dear students of Class 9, today I am going to take a Bangladesh and Global Studies class. The topic is Chapter 9. Today we will do some discussion about the reading done and then we will go to the C.Q. So dear students, look at the board at first. We have done the previous lessons in our previous classes. So now the rest of the part I will be discussed here. The chapter is the United Nations and Bangladesh. That means the United Nations and that regarding activities which is done by Bangladesh, that will be discussed in this chapter. So I will discuss here CEDAW 1979. That means the CEDAW Charter was accepted in 1979. That's why this is given here as a date. CEDAW means Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. So dear students, what does CEDAW mean? CEDAW means Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. This charter was adopted on 18th December in 1979 by the United Nations General Assembly and came into effect on September 3, 1981 with the support of 20 countries. So it was adopted in 1979 and it was accepted in 1981 by the support of 20 countries, and 132 countries including Bangladesh ratified this charter so far. That means 132 countries also agreed with this charter. The rules of the CEDAW Charter against the discrimination towards women. The charter that was adopted by the CEDAW on the basis of equality without discrimination of any kind as to race, sex, etc. The issues on the equal rights of the women were raised there too. So, as the concept was about to eliminate the discrimination for women, but there was a equal problem of equal rights also. So that's why the issues was included in which are concerned about equal rights of women. In this charter, it was admitted that the legal rights for women were in force in different countries. The discrimination existed over there and it was done through foiling their accesses into economic and social development. So it addressed that in some countries there is a problem for women and they addressed the problems, and it was the problem for the women who cannot access in the economic and social development. The charter ensured the state's responsibility towards its women contained 30 articles. In 30 articles, the charter addressed the problems and the solution about discrimination of the women. In first 16 articles, it was describing the problems, and in the rest 14 articles, they explained how to eliminate such discrimination against them. On November 17, 1999, the United Nations General Assembly, in order to resist tortures on women, declared 25 November as the International Women Torture Resistance Day. So from 1999, it was declared that 25 November will be observed as the International Women Torture Resistance Day. The roles of the Bangladesh peacekeeping troops in the United Nations. So what are the roles of Bangladesh peacekeeping mission in United Nations? It will be discussed here. The contribution of Bangladesh to the United Nations peacekeeping mission is immense. More than 11,000 Bangladeshi soldiers and police are presently deployed in 45 conflict zones in 11 countries of the world. When the troops of the other countries were not getting acceptability in different African and Asian countries due to political bias, Bangladeshi soldiers have not only got the acceptability but also they have earned love and respect for the local community. So it can be said that Bangladesh achieved a lot of love and respect from these countries where other countries has not the acceptability. Our Bengali language has deserved the dignity of second state language in Sierra Leone. A very busy road in Ivory Coast has been named as Bangladeshi Road. So in Ivory Coast it was named a road named Bangladesh Road. The peacekeeping mission in the United Nations was not so easy. Bangladeshi troops standing in between the armed militant guerrilla tribes in African and Asian countries observed the ceasefire and helped to establish peace and harmony there very carefully. 134 soldiers have attained martyrdom to establish world peace. From the very beginning of the peacekeeping mission in United Nations of Bangladesh, moreover 134 soldiers have attained martyrdom to establish world peace. So dear students, this was the discussion about this chapter. Now we will go to the creative question, you have only one creative question in your book. We will discuss it right now. At first, go to the STEM. A housewife named Rita, despite having higher education, was not allowed by her family to participate in any working sphere. She was able to get a job in a private firm after showing a number of responsible arguments and continuous struggle. She was paid there lesser facility in comparison to that of one of her male colleagues having the same position. Once she discussed the matter before the authority in order to ensure the responsible respect and due facilities, and she became successful at last. Her brother Lablu, a member of Bangladesh police working in Sierra Leone, came to know this news and became very glad, and he greeted his sister there. Became very glad, and he greeted his sister from there. So the first question is, when was the League of Nations founded? So the answer will be, the League of Nations was founded in 1920. So this is your knowledge based question. And question B, what does deliberative assembly mean? The United Nations consists of 5 main organs including a secretariat. They have organs. The 5 organs are the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, the Trusteeship Council, and the International Court of Justice. The General Assembly comprises all of the member states of the United Nations. So it is also called the Deliberative Assembly. Dear students, if you can make better answer of this question, it will be appreciated. Now we will go to the third question. That means number C. Explain an associate organization of United Nations that work with a view to realizing the women's rights like Rita. We have discussed about Rita, and now we will find out what is the associate organization of United Nations that works with a view to realizing the women's right. So the answer is, a housewife named Rita was not allowed by her family to participate in any working sphere. She was able to get a job in a private firm after showing a number of arguments and continuous struggle, but she was paid there lesser than her male colleagues. Once she discussed the matter before the authority in order to ensure her respect and facilities, she became successful. So this was the stories from the STEM. Now we will discuss the associate organization. An associate organization of the United Nations, UNIFEM, works with a view to realizing the women's rights like Rita. UNIFEM observes different kinds of programs for the development of women in Bangladesh. They involve them in realizing the demands of women and in the financial activities of them. It also acts in different issues including safe labor and immigration for the women here. So UNIFEM works for the women and the labor women, and they take care about the all type of women's discrimination. Now we will go to the number D. The question is, Rita's brother Lablu has been playing an important role for the nation. So the question is, Rita's brother Lablu has been playing an important role for the nation. Give reasons in support of your answer. Whether I am supporting this or not, I will give some reasons in support of my answer. So obviously I support this question, support this statement. The answer is, Rita's brother Lablu works the pitch mission of the United Nations. I have written here in short form, but you will write it in elaborate form. That means United Nations. According to police member of Bangladesh, more than 11,000 Bangladeshi soldiers works presently established the pitch and peacekeeping even in 11 countries of the world. Not only the Bangladesh army but also the police are engaged in peacekeeping mission as well. Achievement of an unprecedented success by the Bangladesh troops in African countries has increased the acceptability of Bangladesh in the same countries across the globe. Bangladeshi soldiers have not only got the acceptability but also they have earned the love and respect of the local community. Our Bengali language has deserved the dignity of the second state language in Sierra Leone. So Rita's brother Lablu has been playing an important role for the nation undoubtedly. So dear students, you can make the answer of this question from your book. This part, from this part you can make the answer of this question. You can write down all the things which is written here. If you want to make better question or in a different way, if you want to decorate the question, you can do that. So dear students, you have a SW for your Eid vacation. This is SW number 10, and the SW is question number C, that means CQ1 A and B. This is CQ1 A and B, and the submission date is 29th of May. So dear students, remember that the submission date is 29th of May. So my dear students, hope you have understood today's class. Go through the topics and memorize the questions and the MCQ questions very carefully. See you to the next class. Assalamu alaikum. Allah Hafiz.